All right. Good evening. Today we're going to be talking about the real results that I've been getting from my weight loss journey, basically from a system I designed for myself to kind of set up a sustainable lifestyle of health and fitness as I age. So let's go ahead and jump right in. What I'm going to do is quickly discuss my results from week 10. I'm in week 10 of 52 weeks. I'm doing this for a year. That's part of the challenge and go over the week 10 results. And then at the end, I'll kind of share some things that I think anybody can do to get the same results that I'm getting or even better results that I'm getting. So let's go ahead and jump right in here. So here's my results for week 10 as far as steps go. Now, my goal for this is to minimally do 10,000 steps per day. And again, this week, similar to last week, I was a little over 14,000 steps per day was my average. I had one big day there in week 4 with 21,100 steps. So my thing here is, I always try to do more when I can, because you never know when something's going to pop up in life and you're just not going to maybe meet your goal. So if I can do more when I can, it'll equal out in the end. So that's step number 1, move more. We'll move over here to step number 2, which is eat better. And pretty standard week for the most part. I guess the 2 things that I would point out is I ate out like 3 times that week, 3 or 4 times that week. One big reason is because my 90-year-old father had to go in the hospital, and that kind of just completely upended all of our life plans, meal plans, grocery plans, work plans, everything. So we were kind of running around a little bit that week. And I think the key here is when you're gonna eat out, and we don't do it often, but when you do, just try to make smart choices, smarter than what you would have in the past. And I think I was able to do that this week. And I also had a couple evenings where I had either a couple beers or a couple cocktails. So, I'm reducing alcohol for periods of time. I'm cutting it out altogether, but I'm still able to eat out, enjoy an occasional adult beverage or whatever, and still get, I think, awesome results. And then lastly here, the last of 3 steps is to lift heavy things. And so I do this dumbbell circuit. My goal is to do it 3 times a week. This week I was only able to do it 2 days. I did it on day 2 and day 4. So last week I did it I got my goal. I did all 3. This week 2 of 3, which is better because the previous 2 weeks I did nothing. So I'm happy about that. And I have included 20 minutes of cardio before my strength training workout. So the whole thing totals like around 35 minutes in time it takes me to do it. And I find that when I do that 20 minutes of cardio first, I think it helps warm me up and I get a better workout. So that's what I did this week as far as staying in line with the 3 steps. Now for the results. All right, so I started this week at 197.6 and I ended the week at 195.4. So it's a 2.2 pound reduction in 1 week. Again, another good week. And I attributed this both last week and this week, the good results, to really sticking to the plan. So I'm happy. And then over the last 10 weeks, 15 pounds total overall reduction. So averaging 1.5 pounds a week. And that's right in line with the recommendation of trying to lose between 1 and 2 pounds a week to be healthy. So very proud of that. So I think anybody can do this plan, or virtually anybody can do this plan. It takes minimal equipment, if any. I use an Apple Watch to track my steps. You could use an app on your phone or Time if you don't have either, but most people have a phone. You might even be watching this on the phone. So you could download a free app on your phone to track your steps. I use dumbbells. You don't have to. You can use body weight workouts. And I have been using my Peloton for those 20 minutes of cardio, but frankly, that's a purchase that we made back during the COVID stimulus money. And we did it for a while, and it has sat dormant for quite a while as well. So I'm kind of resurrecting that here, but you don't need that. You could go for a light jog or just a faster walk and get the same result here. So this is kind of my challenge to you. When I started this program, my initial goal is to reduce my weight by 10%. So the American Heart Association says if you can reduce your weight by 10%, you'll get immediate health results, lower blood pressure, all that good stuff. So I calculated that out, and for me, the goal is 190. So as you can see, I'm getting closer. To do this, I'm going to follow 3 simple steps, and this is what I recommend that almost anybody can do. So you just want to get up and move more, because if you're overweight and out of shape, the reality is you're not moving enough. So start off with, my minimum goal is 10,000 steps per day. If you're completely sedentary, that might be too much. But figure out what a good goal for you is and just keep increasing it until you can get to 10,000 steps a day. As far as eating better, the key here is I use a journal. You can use one of the apps to track your calories if you need to. I find that cumbersome. I'm not really interested in counting calories. I'm not really interested in being super restrictive, other than I just try to eat better food. So I'm not tracking my intake at all per se from a quantity standpoint. I'm tracking it more from a quality standpoint just by journaling it. And I put up here a couple things. If you have like no idea where to start with eating better, these are 3 diets that you can just put up on Google real quick and get some recipes. Just scroll through there and find, 5 things out of those 3 diets that you think that you would enjoy eating. And there's your 5 dinners for a week to start out with, but just do this incrementally over time. I think a lot of people get into a problem where they try to do too much too soon and they get frustrated. And I think that's why a lot of New Year's resolutions end up falling short, like after probably February 1st. And then my challenge to you is do it for 12 months. 12 months is a long time, but by the end of 12 months, if you can do this consistently, I firmly believe, now I haven't done this yet, I'm only, coming up on month 3 here, but I firmly believe by the end of 12 months that this will just be like what I do now. It won't be like a challenge that I'm doing. It'll just be like the way I live my life. At least that's what I'm hoping for. It's because I want something sustainable. I'm tired of the yo-yo effect. So that's it. That's the challenge. I appreciate you watching. This is a little bit of a short video. I'm trying to get a couple in now that I've kind of fallen behind on my video production. So I'm going to try and do another one later this week. So these 2 might be a little bit shorter just to help me get caught up, but I appreciate you watching. If you found this to be useful, if you're looking for motivation in your weight loss journey, or if you just need something to help you get some better results, please feel free to subscribe. I'd really appreciate that. And if you want to burn a couple extra calories, smash the like button. It might burn at least 1 calorie. All right. Thanks for watching, and I will see you again next time. Until then, remember, move more, eat better, lift heavy things. Thanks.